Audio.
والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله الأمين سيدنا محمد على آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. Today, inshallah, we are going to talk about how to approach for Parkinson disease in the clinicals. They will say to you from speech examine as appropriate, or they will write for you examine as appropriate. As I said to you, the possibilities of examine as appropriate are the following: number 1, Parkinson; number 2, cerebellum; number 3, double M, myasthenia or myotonia, and the last one is abnormal movements like what? Like Huntington. Here I will go inside, I will wash my hand, then I will go to the wall, examine as appropriate, or from speech examine as appropriate. Hello, good morning, my name is Dr. Adam and I would like to examine you. During my examination, if you feel any pain or discomfort, please let me know. Is that okay with you? Yes, doctor. Then here I will focus with me here, please. I will put the hand tremors like this. See, I catch this is what? Parkinson. This is sometimes I will close it, or they will give him tablets. This you will not get this tremor. From speech, I will say to him, can you give me your, can you read for me? مثلا, can you give me your full name? أو مثلا أقرأ سورة الحمد يا عمي. علي الصوت. Bring the voice here. Close. علي الصوت، علي الصوت يا عمي. علي صوتك. Alhamdulillah. The monotonous speech. This is monotonous speech. Like Alhamdulillah. My name is Dr. Adam Muhammad. You got me? Monotonous speech. From speech, I know this is Parkinson disease. Then here what you will do, divide this Parkinson disease into 3 types. The patient in front of me is Parkinson, but I don't know how to approach him. I will divide him, number 1, confirm this Parkinson disease. Then after that, go to the second step, which is screening. The third step, rule out double B, which is Parkinson plus syndromes and pyramidal signs. How to confirm Parkinson? By this following: TSBR. تصبر on 2 R. The first R is writing and the second R is reading. You got me now? Yalla, I will come to this تصبر on 2 R. Here I will come to him. I will get the patient having, focus with me here. This patient, he has got features suggestive what? Parkinsonian features in the form of tremor. The nature of this tremor is resting, bill rolling, asymmetrical. Again, resting, bill rolling, asymmetrical. This is the first T. S for synkinesia. سوي كده يا عمي. ارفع شوية التصوير. سوي كده. يعني increase the focus with me here. Increase focus with me. You increase the movement of the normal hand, you will get that the tremor is getting not increase. Now focus with me here. سوي كده يا عمي. See how the tremor is increased. See. The tremor will be increased with when you separate the movement on the normal side. This is synkinesia. The B is bradykinesia. سوي كده يا عمي. Can you do for me like that? He can do it. Do it here. سويه هنا. سبح كده يا عمي. You will get the patient, he cannot do the rhythmic focus with me. He cannot do the rhythmic movements. R for rigidity. I will come here. Yes. I ارفع فوق هنا. خليك بالجنب بس. Yes, here. This is for rigidity. Then here also. Yes. There is a rigidity around the elbow, and there is what? and there is cogwheel rigidity. Then I will ask the patient to excuse me, boss. Excuse me, boss. I want to check the handwriting of the patient. This is for writing. Then reading. Give him paper and give him pen. Can you write for me policeman as example? Then ask him to, can you give me your full name? اسمك بالكامل. That means this is monotonous speech because it is illogic to give you Parkinson disease and not to check the R. Writing for microgravia and reading for monotonous. Present your finding now. On examination of this gentleman, he has got Parkinsonian features in the form of tremor. The nature of this tremor is resting, asymmetrical, bill rolling tremor, plus synkinesia, bradykinesia, and rigidity. The nature of this rigidity is led by rigidity around the elbow, cogwheel rigidity around the wrist. Apart from that, I noticed that this patient, he has got microgravia and he has got what? Monotonous speech. Then, apart from that, I noticed he has got expressionless face. Don't say mask face. Now, if you see this man in front of me, don't bring the picture. He has got expressionless face and he has got drawing of saliva now. Do you see it? You got me now? Then, after I confirm this is Parkinsonism in front of me, I don't know what type of Parkinson disease I'm dealing with. Could be idiopathic. You got me? Who could be vascular. Examiner, he said to me, did you check for the first week for pyramidal signs? Did you check for any tone power reflexes, hypotonia, hyperreflexia, or gallbladder inside this patient to say this is vascular? No. The second week could be Parkinson plus syndromes. That is why you cannot go to this piece, to this. If you meet patient with Parkinson in front of you, there is the following possibilities. If this patient has notable B, pyramidal signs, or Parkinson plus syndrome signs, that means this patient is idiopathic. Or could be post-trauma or post-medications. You need to ask history now. You got me now? Here, I confirm my diagnosis of Parkinsonism by this. Again, come with me. No need to go down like this. Focus here. I will confirm my diagnosis. In this patient, he has got rest tremor. يلا تصبر on 2R. Apply تصبر on 2R. He has got tremor. The nature of this tremor is bill rolling, asymmetrical and resting. Plus synkinesia. سوي كده عمل. See how the tremor is increased. Synkinesia, bradykinesia. سوي يدك كده. Do here also. He cannot do the rhythmic movement and rigidity. Focus with me here. I start by the normal side. Yes, rigidity. Also here. No need to go like this. Let's come here. This is for rigidity. See how the cogwheel rigidity is like. On examination, then I will say for the examiner, I need to check the handwriting and I need to assess the voice of the patient. Give me your full name. Then I will look to the patient like this to pick out the expressionless face. Present your finding. On examination of this gentleman has got Parkinsonian features in the form of tasbur on 2R. Tremor. This tremor is asymmetrical, resting, bill rolling, synkinesia, bradykinesia, and rigidity. The nature of this rigidity is led by rigidity around the elbow, cogwheel rigidity around the wrist. And besides that, he has got microgravia or monotonous speech, and he has got expressionless face. Here, go for the next step, which is what? Screening. Ask the patient to raise his limb like that. If to see whether, close your eyes, there is pronator drift, that means go to pick out the pyramidal signs. There is no pronator drift, that means unlikely to be what? Stroke, unlikely to be what to be vascular. Here I will go, from this sign I will know which types of Parkinson disease, pyramidal signs or Parkinson plus syndromes. Can you raise your hand like this? ارفع يدينك فوق like this. Close your eyes. غمض عيونك. See, there is no any coordinator drift signs. Okay, can we check again? يعني there is no flexion posture like this to say this is vascular to go to do for this patient temporal reflexes. طيب raise your both leg like this. ارفع رجولك الاثنين. ارفع لفوق. الحمد لله, there is no any something telling me that this is stroke. Immediately see this patient, see the gait of the patient. ممكن اشوف مشيتك how you walk. Can I ask you how you walk? When he stand up like this, ask him, are you steady at all? Are you steady at all? Now, I'll follow him. Go beside him, then come back and guard him. If you notice this patient having Parkinsonian gait in the form of short, shuffling, steps gait like this, with loss of arm swings. Am I right? Yes, but the patient has Parkinsonian features in the form of thus bore onto arm, tremor, synchyalgia, bradykinesia, rigidity, plus microgravia and monotonous speech, expressionless face, drooling of saliva, and Parkinsonian gait in the form of short, shuffling steps, gait with loss of arm swings. Here, I am in front of, I need to rule out two. After he sit down, I need to rule out Parkinson plus syndromes. The Parkinson plus syndrome could be Scheidrager syndromes. You got me now? Scheidrager, I mean multiple systemic atrophy. Inside this patient, if there is cerebellar signs, that means this is Scheidrager. Most likely Scheidrager. That is why I will come like this. Here, come to me here. To rule out any cerebellar sign by doing for him like this. Forget about the patient. I will continue alone. Huh? Okay, here also. There is no any intention tremor or pass pointing. Okay, I will say to him, follow my finger wherever it goes. When you see double, let me know to see for any nystagmus. As soon as you do this cerebellar signs, cerebellar examination for intention tremor and pass pointing and nystagmus, examiner he will give you your marks. That means we give you Parkinson and you rule out what cerebellar inside Parkinson. Here say to the examiner, I would like to assess or to measure the blood pressure sitting and is time. By this step, I remove out Scheidrager, go away. Remaining progressive supranuclear pulsing. I will look for vertical gas impairment, vertical gas nystagmus. Follow my finger up to look for any vertical gas nystagmus. By this movement, this is what progressive supranuclear pulsing, go away. You got me? Remaining what corticobasal degenerations. Can you, I will drop in his hand like this. How many, what is this? الرقم ده كم يا عمي? 5. In Arabic he said 5. That means he has no stereognosis. Presence of stereognosis inside patient with Parkinson, this corticobasal degenerations. When the examiner he said to you, present your finding, I will say this gentleman has got Parkinsonian features as I said to you. Besides that, he has got a Parkinsonian gait in the form of shuffling, short shuffling steps gait with loss of arm swings. I could not appreciate any sign suggested Parkinson plus syndromes or any sign suggested what bilateral signs because coordinator drift is negative. This is Parkinsonian feature for differential diagnosis. What is the differential? Top of my differential idiopathic. What else? Well, I could be Parkinson plus syndromes, but again, is that I didn't. Did you elicit? Yes, I checked for Scheidrager, I checked for progressive supranuclear, I checked for corticobasal. And could be Parkinson plus syndrome, could be vascular. What else could be double post? Post trauma, repeated head trauma, or post medications like metoclopramide as examples. Is that clear? Till this point is clear, then the examiner will ask what is the investigations you would like to carry out. Apart from basic investigations, I will do same as we discussed it before. And what is the management and the treatment and pharmacological and surgical. I hope that is clear. Clear because of the times. Is that clear? Okay, thank you.